Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So North Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Polly.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports when you get...
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense...
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Give to the tailback. Pitch up the first down, still moving. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll do it himself. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
North Carolina, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical.
There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's take a second here and talk Wake Forest. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Coates. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Quick completion to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Demon Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, it's Ward. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. The RPO fired complete to the left. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Demon Deacs! Great job by the back on the option. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Quick completion on the outbound. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to keep it in the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. With the catch, it's Addison. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This 3rd third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Demon Deacons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goal post, have put quite a drive together. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win columns.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He'll mow it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more. And